Alright, what is up everyone? Here we are in What Do You Want's account. He had been watching me for a long time, so he got enough points to get his account reviewed. He's got a Mono Geo team. He's got Ganyu, he's got Raiden Shogun, Kazuha, Diluc built, Jin. Oh my god, look at this. He left his characters at level 89. He probably left all his characters at 69 as well. And he's leveling them up. He is the F2P Lord. He did not want to actually use all those EXP tomes. Holy shit. Okay, guys, I'm very amazed. But let's take a look at his stats. 50% crit rate with 159% critical damage. This is okay as long as you're using the catch. It is engulfing lightning. So, you always want to go for 1-to-2 ratio for your critical rate, critical damage, which is nowhere near, right? Let's take a look at your artifacts. And this is what people always ask me because they don't know if they have built their characters right. So, I'm saying this for the 69th time on my channel, but just in case there's somebody new who's watching this video for the first time or from anything from my channel, here we go. We actually have this little gear scoring thing, and I think critical damage and critical rate is the most important stats out of all. So anyways, what we would do is we take critical rate times 2 plus critical damage, and we get to know the CV, critical value. Anyways, from here, you would do times 2 to 6.6. That would be 13.2. That would be 36.5 CV. If you have your artifacts at 30 CV, that is usable. 40, it is great. And if you have something that has 50 CV, that is a legendary artifact. They say statistically, there's less than 1% for you to get that. So please, please be proud. You can probably share that to your friend and lose that friend, you know? Just be like, is this good? Anyways, so this one has 30 plus CV. We have 10% attack, elemental mastery. Okay, we can use this. We have attack. And here we have 7% crit rate, 1427. And this elemental mastery seems like fits better on Yae Miko, not on Raiden Shogun. But anyways, this is probably what you have right now. So you probably have to go back in your artifact farming. And you can improve that. And also your sands, your crit rate, 10%. Not bad, but not great either. You have 30 CV Goblet, and you have asked, is electro damage bonus Goblet better or attack percentage better? So, to a F2P or small spender or those people who does not spend money in artifact farming, here's one thing I tell you. Use the one that has better substats, okay? So, for example, let's say somebody said, hey, for you, you should be using electro damage bonus. And then you go ahead, go for some shitty-ass goblets that you have. Yeah, something like this. Versus this. This one has 30 CV. It looks much better than the Electro Goblet that we just saw, right? So if that's the case, attack percentage is gonna be better for you. I would say the quality is kinda very similar, so I think you can keep attack percentage. And for people who has R5 Engulfing Lightning, it is a little bit better for you to use Electro Damage bonus. So you're okay with this one, okay? Keep this one, you're okay. What about your Circlet? I prefer using critical rate circlet than critical damage because it is really, really hard for you to get all those critical rates for your Raiden Shogun. So if we can fix that, it seems like you don't have it. Back to the Fate set domain you go, okay? Alright, so your next question is, can I use Mitternot's Waltz on Fischl? This is good when you're using Fischl as a physical DPS. I use this bow, this is dog shit. The way you should be using Fischl, in my opinion and my playstyle, it will be much better if you use her as Oz. You know, just think of this character as an Oz, as a fucking Oz. You leave your bird out, swap out, and then, you know, she comes back, use Q, she's a bird again, swap out again. You know, that's how you should be using Fischl. So, I would say best bow for her. Yeah, obviously, if you can afford 5-star weapons, that would be better. But the reason why I value Fischl so much is that you can use the bow called Stringless. And this bow is so universal, you can probably use this on some other bow characters in the future as well. Anyways, I would say it is very safe for you to invest into Stringless. Or if you by any chance want to get more particles, you can probably go for Favonius Warbow, but you shouldn't have that problem. So I would say go for Stringless, okay? The next question. Should I use Kujou Sara with Raiden Shogun even if my Kujou Sara is at C0? I don't recommend it, okay? I can't recommend it. Kujou Sara is okay, but her major selling point for Raiden Shogun is C6. Like we have seen all together, it is super hard for you to stack critical rate, critical damage on Raiden Shogun. This is why Kujou Sara buffs so much damage for Raiden Shogun. It gives you 60% critical damage, right? So if you don't have that, and also if you don't have C2, it's too janky for you to use Kujou Sara. And then your next question was, did I build my Kazuha right? I can see that you tried your best to stack Elemental Mastery and some critical rate, critical damage. Is that right? Your weapon is, I just saw that it wasn't Freedom Sworn, and that's totally fine. The more Elemental Mastery you have on Kazuha, the better, because of this talent. This is so OP. If you have 1000 EM, you're gonna get 40% Elemental damage bonus that you have rolled, okay? 999, holy shit. This guy loves Kazuha. And you're using 4-piece very distant, and I would say that it would be better if you can take this out and go for Elemental Mastery. That is my take. Other than that, your Kazuha is great. Alright, now moving on to his Bennett. His question is, should I get Jade Cutter or Mist Splitter for my Bennett? In order for you to use Mist Splitter for your Bennett really well, you need to have C6, which you don't have. You have Early Flash, and I think it's okay. Let's take a look at your crit rate, critical damage. 61% crit rate with 100% critical damage. So you want to do more damage with your Bennett, right? Is that needed though? Because as long as you can buff your characters well, then Bennett's job here is done. So I don't want you to spend more money than you need to. If you can, it's fine, but you stop if you don't have to. So the best Bennett, in my opinion, to do more damage, right? Here's my take. Bennett, if you have him at C6, Mist Splitter is going to be his best in slot weapon because after using his Q, he should be able to do elemental damage with his normal attack, right? Because his attack gets infused with Pyro. So if that's the case, Mist Splitter actually fits on him. And also, it has the highest base attack in the game right now, so it is the best. Jade Cutter versus Mist Splitter? I would say Jade Cutter because Jade Cutter is universal on all those sword characters, yeah? But you have to keep that in mind that if you want to give extra attack bonus, then you should probably go for Mist Splitter, or you can probably go for Aquila Favonia, but you don't have that. So think about it. You don't have to have him at C6. I think it benefits more than it hurts you, but it is very controversial. If I say this, a lot of people would be like, what the f***, C6 Bennett? In the teams that I've been making, it benefits me a lot more. Maybe I'm just trained to do it because I have my Bennett at C6 when I didn't know anything. It just kind of became natural for me to build a team around my C6 Bennett, make a use out of it, but it is up to you. If I was the owner of this account, I'd probably go for Jade Cutter to make my Bennett do more damage. I don't know. And then your Mona. How should I build my Mona, he says? That's good. So for Mona, I would say that stacking energy recharge is the way. Because that's the best part of Mona, right? The Omen debuff. It helps you do up to 60% damage bonus. Right now, 4.5 seconds, but 6 seconds. Your cooldown is 15 seconds, so like maybe 40 to 50% of the time. So I want you to give a lot of Omen duration, okay? And then if you can probably stack some critical chance, critical damage if you can. But not required. Just 300% energy recharge Mona is great. You also have Ganyu, right? You can come up with a Morgana team. And then your Jean. Alright. Sub-dps, right? If I were you, I'd probably put on that black sword on Jean. Just because it says increases damage dealt by normal and charge attack by 20%. This part you don't need on Jean, but still, I think that's gonna be okay. It gives you critical rate, so that you'd probably get more critical rate, critical damage, overall stats. And you always want to use 4-piece very distant set. Jean is a standalone character that is Anemo, and the reason why she's so great is that she can use VV set. I would ask you to go for a 4-piece VV set, go back to that domain and farm those. I know it's kinda a little weird, but Jean is not Chao. Attack Prodigy Sands, Anemo damage bonus, critical rate, you have done really well. But you want to focus on critical chance, critical damage on Jean if you want her to do more damage, okay? You're on the right track. And I think this is okay as is, but if you want to do more damage, then obviously you want to go for critical rate, critical damage, change your weapon to Black Sword, and that's gonna be it. And then he asked me to rate his Ganyu. 51% crit rate, 213% critical damage. Good ratio for Ganyu, right? Could have been better, but this is okay. Hayayumi R5 increases normal attack damage by 32% and charge attack damage by 24% when the equipping character's energy reaches 100%. This effect is increased by 100%. So it goes up to 48% damage bonus. Okay. I will say this is good. And I was gonna give you a slap in the wrist if you were using Shime's set, but you're using Wanderer set, which has no condition or, the penalty. You did good. 1099. He kind of wanted to like flex his Ganyu. He's like, hey, how big is my penis? Pretty okay. It's just that you don't have Ammo's bow, so it doesn't really hurt other people, but I think you love Ganyu a lot, and you did a good job. This guy knows what's up. It's just that he needs to farm more artifacts. Oh, okay. So this guy didn't need a account review. I'm very glad to see this, and I think this video would help other people to rate their own account and see if they're doing good. Maybe not in terms of building team, but maybe they should be able to tell how good their characters are, right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have any question about, how to check if your account is good or not, maybe leave a specific question in the comment section so that I can go over it and maybe kind of include that in the next account review video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.